Richard. My name is Robert Byron. I'm from Chicago. We have a real estate investment management business there. We do a number of things, including a fairly active student housing business. We are probably the second or third largest private owner of student housing beds in the U.S. For those of you who might not know this, there are actually only two publicly traded REITs in the student housing space. We're probably number 5 in size behind the two REITs and two other owners. We have about 25,000 beds, and in student housing, people talk about size mainly by the number of beds they have under management, not the number of apartment units. We have 25,000 beds that we own. We have our own management company of about 1,300 people. We manage and owned about 50,000 beds across the U.S. We're at close to 100 properties that we're probably at 70 colleges and universities in the United States. And we have about close to $2 billion of U.S. dollars that we've raised from institutional investors, and we've invested in about $7 billion of real estate since we started our business 14 years ago.
Okay, great, thanks. Mathijs.
Thank you, Richard. I work for APCOA Parking. APCOA Parking is currently managing over 1.3 million parking places in Europe, in 12 European countries. We have a turnover of about 700 million. And we operate car parks, we manage them, or we have long-term lease contracts. And we also buy parkings, but together with investors like Bouwfonds. And we guarantee the long-term lease. I'm responsible for the Netherlands for commercial management.
Great, Ruud.
I'm with Bouwfonds Investment Management. Bouwfonds Investment Management is an investment manager which manages currently roughly 6 billion of assets, mainly in niches like farms and parking, for instance. Within parking, we manage currently 800 million of assets. We started in the parking area a little bit over 10 years ago, actually pioneering that sector, because in Europe there wasn't really a fund manager which focused solely on parkings. So we started that venture in 2005. Learned our lessons, and then we gradually built up our portfolio and team up with the big operators in Europe, like APCOA, but also the other bigger operators in Europe. And we are growing our business further.
Okay, super. Wouter.
My name is Wouter Onclin. I'm foundation manager of the class of 2020. We're a European non-profit foundation focused on student housing. We were started about 5 years ago here in Amsterdam to provide a platform and think tank to kind of help all the student housing investors and developers who were kind of pioneering all by themselves in respective markets in Europe. And as interest from investors and other parties grew, we tried to give them a platform to meet each other, learn from each other, share best practices. We currently have about 50 partners from all over Europe, very diverse types of partners, but together they own and operate about 350,000 beds all over the world. And we're growing. So yeah, we do research, we organize events, and we have 0 assets under management.
Okay, good. So we've got 2 student housing, 2 parking, only one hotel. I don't know. So you've got to explain the whole of hotels for everybody.
I love it. Dirk Bakker, I'm partner for Colliers in the Netherlands, and I'm head of Europe, Middle East, Africa for the hotel practices for Colliers across the region. Sure. Basically, we are in the top 3 position amongst our competitors. And what we do is we specialize in commercial services, the brokerage side of things, but also in the professional services, the advisory side of things. And both are about equal, and we believe that that's necessary to provide the right kind of service. But it also means that we have to know a lot about what's going on towards the future. And that's why also I think parking is something that in the hotel industry is a topic. It's not a major topic, but it is a topic. But student housing and student hotels is also a topic, so it touches also on hotels these days. And there's many more. Airbnb, we just came out with a report today actually that hit the news quite heavily on Airbnb, which is another topic, basically an alternative real estate, if you like, real estate forms that we believe is very symptomatic for the future of lodging. And perhaps that's the right introduction.